So, welcome back to another video, everybody. I have upgraded to a microphone in my AirPod to okay. We get it. I was gonna wait for her to stop, but she's not gonna stop apparently today. So we got, it's weird because I can hear everything I say in my ear. So we're using my AirPod as a mic just to probably sort of kind of improve audio a little bit. We'll see how that goes. We got a cow right there, that red one. She's calving, in the process of calving. She thinks all the other calves are hers, but they're not actually hers. So we're gonna be moving them. And here they go. We gotta get this all unwound. Pull it out. Hard to do one-handed. But I'm just kind of excited to use my mic. See if that actually proves anything. Oh, that's a calf right here. Wow, it's a new one. Might be, who knows whose that is? That's all right, girls. So that's the problem. We just calves everywhere, and you don't know who's who, and you know that's why some of them are bawling. They lost a calf because she went across the full fence, but there's actually no way of actually fencing in newborn calves because they don't know what electricity is. It hurts them, but it doesn't stop them. So you can put 3-4 wires here. I could put 5 wires, and it's still gonna go through it. So that's why we just let them go underneath it, so that way they don't tear it out with them. Because that's what they'll do, they'll just rip it out. So anyway, we're gonna figure out who's the mother of that. See, he just even runs into the poles. So there's a lot of confusion when there's newborn calves everywhere. Moms kind of go by smell. So if they can't smell a calf, they don't really know who's who. They gotta go smell every calf to go find their run that's theirs. Kind of weird, but that's how it works. Doesn't work on sight, it works on smell. So we got some in this little island here, Sumac Island. Look fresh to calf. Oh, that might be yours right there. All right, boys and girls, let's get out of here. Another calf here. So I'm happy to see there's a lot of calves, but it's starting to get a little bit, who's who there? I gotta start tagging. I got a couple of tags, but they're coming out faster than I can tag, so I'm gonna have to start doing that. They cleaned up this little Sumac Island. Go find her. Let's go. He's over there. Nice little Harry Ford. Harry Ford grass puppy. So for you that are completely lost on the millennial jargon, grass puppies referring to calves born on grass, and Harry Ford is just a funny way of saying Hereford. I had a teacher in college, well, when he was in school or college to learn ag, he had a Chinese teacher that taught him I think it was animal management or something, and he always said Harry Ford when he was talking about Hereford, and that just kind of stuck as a funny little thing. So Brian Nelson taught me that one. That's about the only thing he taught me. Never taught me anything freaking convenient or practical in the world, but it's the only thing that stuck. Let's go, come on. Everybody wants to go back. Oh, looks like snow. This exposure rate is freaking everything out. Why is it that color? So I have to go through an app so I can connect my Bluetooth to the mic or whatever, but I can't just use the camera off of my phone, and then that screws with all the exposure settings and coloring. I thought she calved. She did calve. It's right here. This is a double wire. I'll have trouble crossing back over when there's power on. Oh! And they're little freaking rats. Can't catch them. Probably 5 hours old. It's like I need 2 hands for this. They don't know how to get back. Back to the trail. Come on, guy. Don't be a dick. Yeah, go, go. Metal wires are pretty hard to cross. They don't flex. I want to say she calved. Or she's calving. No, I think she is calving. What do you guys think? Did she calve or she calving? She's in the process. 10 out of 10. Well, no. Anywho. Alright, so I switched over from the app back to my phone as regular. I just can't stand hearing myself talk in my ear. It's so weird. So we switched over back to the old iPhone tech. Sweep the area. Pretty much got all the new caps out. A little stressful at the beginning. Stressful at the beginning when we move them. Everyone's got to find everybody and they got to move, and they're like hungry, so they're eating, but they got to go back and find the calf. So it's like added stress. But once I leave, it kind of calms down. Oh, we got one little heifer over here that crossed. Oh, she's looking for a calf, so she came back. Her calf just weaves through in and out the wire, but she can't, so we gotta get her over. Oh, we got a pile of calves. I don't even know how many calves. We must have 20 calves by now. Probably halfway through. So yeah, like I said, I gotta get tagging, so we gotta do that right. Well, once they settle down, we'll get at it. Kind of sort everybody out, figure everybody out. I wrote all the cows' numbers with the dates, so I know at least their birth dates by the day. Doesn't matter really, but we go by the day, so they know exactly what day they were born on. Even if they're born in the month of October, it's good enough. So we gotta get Mom over. This is a nice heifer. I'd like to tag him. 86.57. All right, so we're tagging this this heifer, first time calver. So this is going to be the calf's number. These are 2 ATQ tags from Quebec ATQ. So the big number, so 7524 is the calf's number along with the top digits here. That's the full number, and then the bottom number I just wrote here is the mother's number. It's just a short form, not the full thing. And L is meaning the year. so 23. So we know that it's a heifer. L means heifer, and 24 is, well, so yeah, it's just a so we can see how old the cow is just by the letter. So we don't put the letter on any bull calves because we don't keep them. So so yeah, and then we write it down, and we have a calving book, and yeah, so now we just got to catch them. And these are the piercers. You punch a hole through the ear with the tag in it. So I had to do some running, but I caught him. Freaks all the other cows out because the calf starts bawling, and then they all come running, and stresses them out. So I don't really like tagging too late. It's nice to tag them once they drop, but if you're not there, it's a little hard. We have to pass all these calves through the chute anyways when we start feeding them once they come off grass, because we have to give them a preventative medication for coccidiosis and all the other oses, because we feed silage. And last year we had problems with that because some of them caught it, one died from it. You're not supposed to feed silage to newborn calves. We don't intend to, but we like to feed it to the cows, but then the calves get it. So we're not gonna be feeding grass silage just because of those reasons, but we're still gonna medicate them for it. It's like an oral medication we give to the calves. So it's kind of like a paste you put down their throat, so they swallow it. So we're gonna have to do that anyways, and that's usually when we tag the rest of the guys that are uncatchable. So this cute little Hereford here, that's her mom. That cow lost her, she was a first-time calver last year. This is her second calf, but she lost her first calf. She was like one of the last ones to calf in like December, and she didn't get up in time or something, or the bag was on his head, something like that, and she lost it. So we said, well, she's a good cow, we're gonna keep her, hopefully she does better, and she did phenomenal. So let's go grab her number without, okay, 2885. Calf is a bull, 2885. Okay, we'll get that ready and then we'll attack. I just tagged this calf, and he bawled, it hurt him, he cried, and he ran off. And his moms all went nuts. So it does affect them at birth, when they're young like that, giving them that kind of pain. Kind of gets them all goofy for a little bit. So they subside, and he's just gonna go hide. That's kind of his instinct, just go hide when he feels pain. So far away from his mom. I managed to actually tag a couple more. Some of the bigger guys I managed to catch while they were drinking on their mother. They got bigger ears too, so it makes it a lot easier to tag. I don't know if you recall that brown cow that was here at the beginning. I had first shown. I said she wasn't sure if she calf or she's calving. She is in process of calving, so she's in labor, active labor, and nothing going on too much right now. So I got to keep an eye on her. I'm gonna see once the feet come out, if they do feet coming through the canal, which way they are. If their hoofs are facing up, it means the calf is coming up backwards, so it's the back feet. It's not a full breech, at least the feet are coming out. And if they're proper, if the hoofs are facing down, then it means the calf's coming out head first with the feet first, his front feet first. So that'd be best case scenario if you calve it normally. But what we have is a full breech sometimes, where it just nothing comes out because the back feet are forward. He's coming out backwards, but the back feet are forward, and basically only the tail's going to come out. He's going to try coming out kind of like back feet. Hard to say, but it's a full breech. I'll show you on it. a real calf actually. So in a full breech, his back legs will be completely forward and he'll be coming out that way. So it's essentially the worst way for a calf to come out, because it's not supposed to come out like that, and it makes for a very big opening, because you're squishing the whole size of the whole body and the feet. Everything is just not like dynamic at all, like it's not flow. So that's usually a bad scenario, because they'll keep pushing but nothing will happen, and you won't see anything, so you won't see any feet. So you'll say, oh well, she's just, it's just starting, it's just her water just broke, so you give it time. But if you're not watching it and you just pop in and you're not really actually following the whole birthing, you'll kind of miss it. And I don't know, there's some things, bad things could happen. The calf could die, but sometimes they just kind of sit there. I don't know what would happen if they just tried for too long and nothing happened. Eventually everything would dry out, and I don't know if she would stop contracting. They probably would stop, but so that's when you have to intervene, and you have to put your hand in and push the cow far as head as possible, and try to reach down and grab the back feet and try to get them out. Feet first, but still backwards. We've had that twice last spring, but they say more the cow walks during her pregnancy, the least chances of having troubles. So that guy kind of builds all the muscles over time as they're pregnant, and it really makes for a way better pregnancy. It's also the same for women who are having a child for the first time. They keep active and stuff too. They can build a lot of muscles that they need. So we're just watching. It's also not good to be present sometimes. Makes them a little more nervous. So in the worst case scenario, where we have to intervene and pull it, it's kind of hard because we're out in the middle of the field. So what we'll have to do is, worst case scenario, we will have to walk her down to the farm and put her in the chute and help her. That's easier said than done sometimes. A lot of times when their hormones are going all wonky on them, they'll think that one of the calves that belong to somebody else is theirs, and they're going to want to keep coming back, and you won't be able to get them out of the pasture. So that gets a little bit stressful, but we'll see how it goes. Not looking good too right now, to be honest. She's eating, but she is still trying, so we'll give her time. All right, so we're gonna give that cow some time to calve out, or try at least. In the meantime, we're gonna go do some Saturday stuff, so not farm related. We're gonna be deer hunting pretty soon. Wow, end of November. I thought it was the second week of November. I think they pushed it back now. Anyways, so we gotta get, you have a couple bait sites, or feed them corn and apples. So I got a trail camera there. I gotta go pick it up, check the camera, and I got a new cell camera, so I can send it right to my phone, so I don't have to go check all the time. So we'll go set that up, and we'll go check a couple of our farms, make sure nobody's hunting on them, because we do some goose hunting on some of our farms. You got to be asked permission to go. We've got a couple people hunting there, but sometimes people that don't have permission like to go, so we just got to keep an eye on that. And yeah. All right, so this is the new Pasture V150. It's a cell camera, so it triggers by motion. You can identify cars and humans and stuff like that. They have a little AI software. Pretty neat. Got the solar panel, so you literally never have to charge this battery. This is the second one I have. I had the first one I had just on like an entrance, so that I could see if people were coming like into the property or not. And I never never touched the battery for a whole year, just with that little solar panel. So, and it doesn't have to be in direct sunlight either. It was like on a tree. It still got the power somehow from the sun. I don't know. Pretty cool. You got to pay, obviously, $120 for the whole year. So, it's fuck out. And direct, like the second it happens, send it to your phone. You can make an alert so it wakes you up in the middle of the night when there's some hood reds smashing up your gate. You can get locked and loaded and go beat them up or whatever. So this is the area where I hunt deer. It's right along the national park. So across the park, you go to jail. I like to hunt risky now, but we get a lot of deer coming out of here, and it's totally legal for me to shoot an animal on my property here and pursue him if he goes into the park. So, wow, look at the size of that wasp. Whoa, that's gnarly. I don't like wasps. You like wasps? I hate wasps. Anyways, I don't think anyone's been eating that. Unless I'm hunting wasps. So we burnt this field out. It's been herbicide. So we're putting beans in here next year. And I got some corn somewhere. I don't know where the hell I put it. Maybe the raccoons ate it all. Anyways, we got a trail camera right up here. It's an old girl. Does the trick. It just doesn't send it to my phone right away. Yeah. What the hell is the corn? Usually how it is with corn, it just goes missing. Yeah, totally. It's all gone. There was, yeah. Oh, sweet dude. That means we got some deer. Yeah. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, right here. That's where the corn was. Huh. Alright. Another one right here. Oh, we're gonna have a loaded camera, I think. Look at that. Okay, so this is the old mole tree. I got her hooked up to a car battery so she just goes forever. I don't like fucking around. So, see what we got. Oh no. This has died. I guess I am fucking around. Anywho, that's why I got a new one. So we're gonna, I know people watch my videos and I know people like these cameras. So I'm not gonna tell you where I'm gonna put this camera. Yeah, peeps. Anywho, I'm gonna set this camera up and I'll show you the results. Maybe we got some deer. Alright. Camera's set up. You can see it. You got a good eye. And this one is dead, the battery. I guess I didn't charge it long enough. Kind of weird. Big marine battery. How much juice can this thing take? Oh, look at the wires. Little loop. This will be my dummy camera. If someone wants to steal it, they can steal it. Ah, it's on. What the hell? First time it didn't. Okay. Now I gotta go back home, check that SD card. Gotta check the STD card. I remember some old phones, you could just put the SD cards into the phone, but super duper iPhone, you can't. I think it's 128 gig. Hopefully it's not full. Oh, I got a notification from my switching from using the app with my mic to switching back to just regular, so we can kind of like compare the audio and the film quality. I can't 0.5 zoom on the app. I can only do one zoom, and this I can, so it gets kind of like a bigger, way wider angle, kind of like a GoPro angle. So we'll see how that goes. I just set up the Oscar camera. It already sent me 2 pictures with me in it, so So it's working. And sometimes, like, depending on where you are, you don't get a good signal. But it's like, if you get good cell signal, you're gonna get good signal with that. I'm really sold on those cameras because I had them before, and it was kind of like my fault. The last one didn't last as long as it should have, so I was using it for. I was pointing it at the water troughs on our pastures. So in the summertime, I could see if our cows were getting water. And one time, I didn't have a tree or anything to put it on, so I put it on top of the mineral feeder, and that's like an easy point for the cows to reach. And they just destroyed it. Like, they ripped the battery out of it, stomped on it, like, so, and they chewed the antenna or something. Like, they're ruthless. So I ordered a new battery. Sent me the wrong, well, I ordered the wrong one. So I gotta see if maybe it's just a battery, and then we can get two going. So it'd be nice to have one at every entrance of our farms, but we got a fair bit of entrances. So I don't know if we can do that on our budget yet, but maybe Oscar will help us out or pick this up, or it'd be nice. I know I have a really good product, but it's just not getting out there. Like, nobody knows about it. Like, it's advertised as like security cameras for like rural properties and stuff, which is good, but it's a trail camera. It's just like Spy Point, but it's fucking 100 times better than a Spy Point or any other gaming camera. So if they marketed it as that, I think they could do a hell of a lot more, like sales if they did like that. But I'm sure they're doing all right, but not so many people know about it. Not like Spy Point. Everybody knows Spy Point. Anywho, we're gonna go get some more corn, and I'm gonna check that STD card. Just got done charging this old one, and the battery I had plugged into the computer to charge it, it's just in here. Anyways, this thing takes like a couple hours to charge overnight. That was the damaged battery. Yeah, I put it in rice and I cleaned up the connectors and stuff, but hopefully that'll do it. And we're flashing. So last time I didn't want to find the signal, but I think it's just being in the house. So we're gonna go set this one up too. This is gonna be for security on the farm. All right, so I just took the drone up. I just flew it up to the back there where the cows are to check on that cow that we were looking at. We weren't sure if she was gonna calf or not, and sure enough, beautiful little Hereford. I'll throw that clip in the video so you guys can see me flying in on it. I didn't get too close because they can actually hear it, and they freak out when they see the drone. They're not too sure what it is, but they go find their calf really quickly. So you kind of have to slip in and slip out real quick. Anyways, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we're taking the drone out here to go check on that cow that we saw this morning, seeing if she is gonna calf or we're gonna have to help her. So you can see the nice background, all the nice trees. We're coming up to the cows. She's on the far left. She's a red cow. You gotta be careful with the drone not to scare. I think I'm losing signal here. That's why I'm going up. But yeah, we gotta be careful not to scare the cows because they don't like the drone at all. It makes a weird noise, and I don't know, scares the crap out of them. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going up higher. I think I lost signal. Anyways, I'm just doing a voiceover. You can't really record audio when you're flying a drone, so I just gotta do a voiceover. Devin's cooking lunch in the background, so we got some background noise. Anyways, here it is. We're coming down. So far left, there's 3 red cows. You can see them. There's a little black dot below that one cow. I thought that was it, but really she's on the far, you can see there, far left, and there's a little white head on the ground right by the wire. That's the new calf. So it is a Hereford for sure. A nice hairy Ford with a white head. So we're just trying to get in, get a good look. But they're starting to look at me weird, so I just kind of backed out. It really picked up speed here because it's, I think it's a north wind or something. Anyway, heading back home. You can see all the tile runs in the field. The alfalfa's growing on it. And this is the yard. I like to do an annual update of the yard. Pictures and stuff to show you all the stuff that's changed and all the junk laying around.